As their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 24, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 76 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. The 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Gainwell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 7-7, our score after one. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Hurts on the option right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core. Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive. Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder,
Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. A carry for Gibson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a give to Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll run. It's Gibson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's got room. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Armstead running to the left and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Kaepernick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 9. They will run it. It's McKissick. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Washington on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught by Sims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Check it back, check it back. He's checking crack.
On the handoff, Armstead. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll stay with the run, and Armstead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Washington on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 8. A carry now for McKissick. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this is Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.